It is decision time. A Chromebook or a MacBook Neo? I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, where we help seniors understand technology. In this video today, I'm going to go over Chromebooks versus MacBook Neo. This week, news articles have been flooded with MacBook Neo decimating Chromebooks, shaking up the Windows industry. It is the one laptop you must have. Today, I want to put some sense into all this publicity about Apple's new MacBook Neo. Today, I'm going to go over Chromebooks and the MacBook Neo to help you make the correct decision. It's really simple. I'm going to tell you exactly what you should buy. The decision is clear. If you make the correct decision, you're going to be very happy with your purchase. Make the wrong decision, not so good. So let me explain the difference between Chromebooks and MacBook Neo and which one you should purchase. So what is a Chromebook? Well, a Chromebook is a personal computer. It's a device that runs the Chrome operating system. It's not Windows, it's not Linux, it's not Mac. It runs the Chrome operating system developed by Google. Now, these came out in around 2015 and were a product of the US school system. The public system in the United States was getting decimated by iPads. The school systems just couldn't afford these expensive iPads. So Google came along with an idea that we could create a PC called a Chromebook that would run on ChromeOS, be safe for children, and cost a lot less than an iPad. So the idea was hatched, and these devices were produced initially by Samsung and Asus. These devices, of course, were able to be produced cheaply because the Chrome operating system is so tiny. It's just an itty-bitty little operating system that doesn't require the tremendous horsepower that Windows or Mac systems use. So it was able to be produced at much less the cost and was instantly successful. Following the school system, it became publicly available at Best Buy and various computer stores around 2015, 2016. I got my first Chromebook as one of those initial devices, and after 15 years, I've made over 80 videos that 2 million people have watched. Chromebooks, yes, have been a big part of my life. Now, despite what you may read in articles that are uninformed about Chromebooks, I will tell you in 2026, a Chromebook is a complete replacement for your Windows PC. Chromebooks can do anything a Windows machine can do. And I'll explain that more in just a moment. So in the slide here, you'll see all the companies that make Chromebooks. You have a wide selection of different models, makes, and manufacturers. But all these, of course, run on Chrome OS. I'd like to draw your attention to a website called Chrome Unboxed, where a man there called Robbie Payne reviews all the new Chromebook models. It's a great site, and if you want a good review of all the different up-to-date models, go over there. I'll put the link down below, and you can see what is available. But one thing that is unique about Chromebooks is they are a predominantly US device. These are sold because the idea was hatched in US school systems. The popularity really of Chromebooks is largely in the United States. If you look around the world at different countries, you'll find that a lot of the models you see advertised or reviewed by Chrome Unboxed are not available in your country. So in the country I live in, Canada, you'll find Chromebooks are pretty common. England has a fair number, but depending on what country you're in, you may find that the selection of Chromebooks is certainly different. Now, about 2 years ago, there was a change that occurred in the labeling of Chromebooks, and we now have a category of Chromebooks called Chromebook Pluses. And these are the standards that you will find if you buy a Chromebook Plus. Now, I'm going to suggest your budget for your new Chromebook would be somewhere between $300 and $500 US. Stay away from the real cheap ones. You won't be happy with them. Now, within that budget, you should be able to purchase a Chromebook Plus, which has these standards. Now, the Chromebook Plus designation is one Google gives to the manufacturer of a specific device. You will find that on the box of a Chromebook, or it will be labeled on the Chromebook, but you must make sure that when you purchase a Chromebook that it should be a Chromebook Plus. Don't get the salesman to tell you it's got all the features of a Chromebook Plus. It must be designated by Google as a Chromebook Plus. And why is this important? Well, because we're starting to see now, of course, more AI being introduced into the Chromebook. And as this happens, the features that are coming are only really being put into Chromebook Pluses. Now, we don't know the whole story behind this yet, but it looks as though that's what's happening. And so you really want to stay up to date. Chromebook Plus is the one that you should be buying. Now, what is the compatibility of Chromebooks? What can you run on a Chromebook? Well, Chromebooks, of course, being made by Google, are centered around Google Drive and Google features. So if you're a Googler, they work great. But you know what? You can also run Microsoft products on them. You can run Office. Office is available on a Chromebook. Now, I mentioned to you earlier about what about video editing? Suppose you want, like I use Camtasia. Well, Camtasia is now available online. So on my Chromebook, I can use Camtasia. And you will find most of the advanced video editing software now is available online, so that the horsepower that runs the advanced features is all in the cloud. So it makes it very easy for you to use your Chromebook for video editing. And I think you'll find now that most major companies are making sure that their products are available as an online in-cloud product. But as they say in the world, times are a-changing. So big changes are coming to Chromebooks, and you should be aware of this. We talked about ChromeOS. This is the software, the operating system that runs a Chromebook. Google is in the final stages of testing, and later this year or early next year, we will be getting a new operating system called Android OS. We don't know the final name yet, but it will be exactly like the Android operating system on your phone. Yes, so with the development of ChromeOS over the years, Google has worked very hard to get the menuing systems to align with the mobile version or Android that you use on your phones. With this change that is occurring, the operating system should be exactly the same. Now, that may drop a little clue as to how I'm going to recommend you purchase these devices. So think about that for a moment. So let's talk about the MacBook Neo. With Apple celebrating its 50th year of business, they are going to have a runaway success with their new product, the MacBook Neo. As I predicted when it first came out, this is going to be an enormous success and a huge seller for Apple. The early sales figures, of course, confirm this, and it is a great product. The MacBook Neo represents a significant shift in Apple's lineup, introduced as their most affordable Mac laptop to attract casual users and first-time buyers. Within the broader landscape of computing options for seniors, The Neo occupies a distinct middle ground between simple budget-friendly Chromebooks and more expensive professional-grade Apple silicone MacBooks. The Neo prioritizes ease of handling. The MacBook Neo offers an ultra-lightweight 1.22 kilogram chassis, making it highly portable and easy for arthritic or seniors' hands. Unlike cheaper laptops that rely on plastic, the Neo features a premium aluminum unibody design that resists chassis flex and physical wear over time. Its 13-inch liquid retina display delivers 500 nits of brightness and sharp text, which is a major advantage, particularly for aging eyes or seniors working in sunlit environments. However, unlike several recommended 2-in-1 devices, the Neo does not have a touch screen, which means users must rely entirely on a keyboard and trackpad. Instead of the desktop Class M series chip found on the MacBook Air, the Neo is powered by a highly efficient A18 Pro chip, the same processor architecture used in the iPhone 16 Pro. Another little breadcrumb I'm dropping here that's going to help us make our selection. Paired with a fixed 8 gigabit of unified memory and a 256 gigabyte solid-state drive, the chip provides snappy, responsive performance for daily tasks like web browsing, video streaming, managing emails, and writing. Crucially, this efficient chip allows the Neo to operate silently without a fan and achieve up to 16 hours of battery life, easily lasting a full day without needing to be tethered to a charger. It is decision time. Time that you have to decide which one you're going to purchase. Will it be a Chromebook or will it be the MacBook Neo? What's best for you? How do you decide? The answer is very simple. There are two groups of people in the world today. There's those of you who have iPhones, and there are those of you who have Android phones. Now, it's amazing, but yes, in the United States, just over half of the people using mobile phones have an iPhone. It's about 55%. And in Canada, it's even a little higher. So yes, it's about 50-50. So if you have an iPhone, my recommendation is you buy an Apple product. The Neo is an absolute great product for you to purchase. It will complement your iPhone. It's selling now for $599 in the US, and you get $100 off if you go to the Apple site and just go to the educational side. You can save $100. Thank you, Ron, for doing that. But yes, you don't even have to prove you're going to school. It's just going to save you $100. So the MacBook Neo is a great product, but so is the iPad. These Apple products complement your iPhone. You'll find that the two work well together. It's what we call a symbiotic relationship. Your pictures, your documents, your files, even the menuing system is all the same. You will be very happy with your purchase. Conversely, if you have an iPhone and you decide to purchase a Chromebook, and I can tell you after 15 years of experience, most of those people don't do well. They don't like the Chromebook. It doesn't mirror with your iPhone. Yes, there are some very smart people that can make it work, but it is always a big task, particularly when you're integrating photos. The file structures are all different, and trying to make your iPhone talk to a Chromebook is a nightmare. Do not buy a Chromebook if you have an iPhone. An iPhone should be paired with an Apple device. All right, then let's take a look at the other side, those of us who have Android devices. Well, Android devices work great with Chromebooks, and soon it will be the same operating system on your Chromebook as on your Android phone. So it is an absolute no-brainer. If you have an Android phone, don't buy an iPad or a MacBook Neo. It doesn't talk to it. It's not the same. You'll have all sorts of problems with your photos, the file structure, and it will not be what we call a symbiotic relationship. It'll be a pain in the butt relationship. So, Android phone, Chromebook. You'll be happy. It'll work. It'll help you. You'll be very, very pleased with your purchase. So those are my tips today on purchasing a MacBook Neo or a Chromebook. Hopefully this helps you. And until we see you again, it's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior.